Hey everybody, welcome back to Retro Modding News, my weekly video where I talk about what's new and upcoming in the world of retro console modding. First up this week is a tweet from Stanislav. Stanislav is working on an internal HDMI mod for the Sega Genesis, and this picture here is a little adapter. It's basically a flex cable that should solder to the Sega Genesis VDP, and on the other end is going to be some kind of a flex cable connector so that you can plug a ribbon cable into it. They mentioned that this is for digital video output, so I think that's a good sign that this is going to be a digital to digital solution and not just an analog to digital conversion for the HDMI output. But I'm not a Sega Genesis video output expert, so I'm really not sure what I'm looking at here, but it definitely has me excited for this internal HDMI mod for the Sega Genesis. Next, we have something from 8BitDo that is new to me. It might not be a new product, but I don't think I've ever seen this before. I have seen these Bluetooth replacement PCBs from 8BitDo for other controllers before, but I don't think I've ever seen one for the Sega Saturn. If you don't know what these are DIY kits, so you can take the PCB out of an original controller and you swap in this new PCB, and it has a rechargeable battery and a way to charge it. So it's like turning an original controller into a wireless controller, but you still have the buttons and everything from the original controller. So I think this paired with something like Blue Retro, I think that would make a pretty cool combination for a wireless controller for the Sega Saturn. Next, we have a quick update from Math. Math is the developer behind the Game Gear replacement PCB projects. They are working on a little HDMI port that goes into the extension port on a Game Gear for use with other HDMI output mods, I guess. Actually, the only ones I can think of are from Ben, so I guess this is going to be compatible with Ben's Game Gear mods where you can have HDMI output. I guess the whole idea is to make it sort of a consoleizer slash controller. You can hook the Game Gear up to a TV, and then you can use the Game Gear as the controller. I'm waiting to hear some more official information about the GGHD. I know that there was a pre-order, I think it was like last January or something, so I hope those GGHD kits are coming out soon so I can check those out. And for the big story this week, I want to talk about a new capture device for the new 3DS XL. And while the capture mod is new, the developer behind it is not. If you've ever gone down the rabbit hole of trying to get a 3DS capture mod, you've definitely heard of the name Loopy. This is a new version of Loopy's 3DS capture mod. In fact, this one only works with the new 3DS XL, and as far as I know, no other versions. If you follow me on Twitter, you've heard me talk about the optimized 3DS capture mods. I've done the original 3DS capture mod from Optimize, and I failed horribly trying to do the new 3DS XL optimized capture mod. The optimized capture mod, in my opinion, is very difficult. Even if you are an experienced modder, you'll probably have difficulty with that. However, I don't think that's going to be the case with this new Loopy capture mod. There's some install instructions here, so let's dive into those and see what it's all about. Just kind of scanning through the install directions, it looks like most of it is actually just disassembling the new 3DS XL. That's probably going to be the most difficult part of this mod if you've already have experience soldering. It looks like there is a big section here for actually modifying the plastic of the case, but for the most part, the mod is designed using these flex cable connectors and not the incredibly tiny soldering that you have to do with the optimized kit. There's a little bit of soldering here that you have to do for the audio that's actually the same as the optimized kit or similar, but I really don't see any other soldering besides that. It looks like it's mostly just plugging in new ribbon cables into the 3DS XL. Now, unfortunately, this mod is already sold out. It went up for sale in like the middle of January before I even heard about this new mod. But if you're interested in getting a notification when it goes back in stock, I actually emailed Loopy, and they said that if you go to the 3dscapture.com forum, there is a updates/releases thread here that you can subscribe to. So you have to create an account here on the 3dscapture.com forum, but then you can subscribe to this updates/releases thread. And at the bottom is where actually there was the post about the new mod. In my email to Loopy, they mentioned that it's going to be another couple of months for the next batch, so sign up for the notifications and hopefully we can all enjoy a new 3DS XL capture mod. That's it for this week, but check out this video if you want to learn more about the 3 new HDMI mods from Make Megahertz. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.